Over recent decades, property investment has become increasingly popular as more and more individuals have taken advantage of real estate's capacity to provide regular income and capital growth. But with this property investment growth has come a great deal more complexity, regulation and responsibility.
When I bought my first property, managing it was relatively simple. The hardest part was just collecting the rent. But those days are long gone.
This presentation is designed to help you understand the current challenges of being an investment property owner and to make you aware of everything you need to know about managing your property professionally.
When we bought our first investment property, we thought we'd manage it ourselves. How difficult could it be? We're bright, well educated and well organised.
Well, we soon found out the hard way.
Hello, I'm Jenny Wood, and Clint, Gary and Linda are typical of thousands of private property investors wanting to have their property well looked after and to maintain a reliable rental income stream without it costing them too much in time, effort, worry and problem solving. Like Clint, Gary and Linda, you're probably considering the fundamental question: do I have the time, energy and expertise to manage my own property, or all things considered, would I be better off appointing a professional property manager? Well, in the next 2 minutes you'll be able to answer this big question confidently simply by answering these 5 little questions.
Do you know much about finding and selecting a suitable tenant for your property?
We had awful trouble finding the right tenant and we lost quite a bit of money each time we made a poor choice.
Do you understand the complexities of the legislation which controls the renting of residential property?
The Act is designed to protect the rights of owners and tenants. We thought we were behaving fairly and properly, but were ultimately taken to court by one of our tenants. Can you believe that?
Do you know the process for managing a tenant who falls behind in rent?
To be perfectly honest, collecting the rent was the most stressful and unpleasant part of the whole process. When they were late, it became very messy for us dealing direct with the tenant. There are all kinds of proper processes that you have to follow, and you can encounter all kinds of time and money wasting legal problems.
Do you understand your obligations to lodge your tenant's security bond in accordance with the regulations?
There are several important lodging requirements set down by Consumer Protection. If you don't comply fully, there are financial penalties which can be imposed.
Do you understand your rights and obligations as an owner? And, as importantly, are you aware of your tenant's rights and obligations?
We looked carefully through all the legal documentation and explanations, and in the end we decided it wasn't worth taking the risk ourselves. So we left it to the property management professionals.
And then there are some other very simple questions to answer.
Are you confident to conduct regular inspections of the property and its inventory while the tenants are still there?
Some people find this confronting, particularly if the tenants become uncooperative.
Do you have the time and contacts to carry out repairs and maintenance to your property?
As you know, finding and dealing with a diverse number of tradespeople is time-consuming.
Do you have the knowledge to negotiate the best possible rent?
If you're not a strong, practiced negotiator, you may well find this very stressful.
Do you know how to conduct an effective rent review?
There are a number of processes to follow in ensuring your property achieves optimum rent. Equally important is keeping accurate records of all relevant income and expenditure. It's naturally critical from the tax officer's point of view.
Will you be able to keep all the records and financial details to include in your tax return?
At Professionals, we have the capacity to provide you with all the necessary financial details to be included in your tax return.
One of the great benefits of having a professional property manager is that all the rental records you need are kept for you, and any fee they may charge is tax deductible. It's brilliant.
So, how many of these questions did you find easy to answer? And how many left you thinking, maybe I could be better off having my investment property professionally managed? If you do decide it makes sense to leave the organisation, problem solving, regulation compliance, marketing, recruiting, monitoring, recording, negotiating, rent management and many other property management tasks to the specialists, talk to the most successful team in the business. At Professionals, we have over 300 offices throughout Australia and New Zealand and over 3 decades of top-level experience managing the complete range of investment properties, from single apartments to family homes and entire residential complexes. Each member of our multi-award-winning specialist property management team has been professionally trained and is abreast of all the very latest systems and regulations. And because Professionals is one of the largest real estate groups, we have the greatest resources to find the right tenant for your property faster. Professionals provides a complete range of property management services you need, with industry-leading skills, experience and affordability. But don't take our word for it.
Professionals have made owning an investment property stress-free and very rewarding.
We had all sorts of ongoing problems securing good tenants and dealing with them.
And the general management and maintenance of the property really wore us down until we got the professionals involved.
Now, our involvement is minimal, which gives us greater time to enjoy life while not worrying about our property.
It's true, you do have to pay a small monthly fee to have professionals look after everything. But we did the calculation of how much time and work it saves us, and it really is the most sensible, risk-free and cost-efficient way to manage things.
My advice to anyone thinking of managing their own property is simple: don't.
Just leave it to professionals.
I know from experience, not all property managers are the same. We had some unsatisfactory experiences with one company in the past, but Professionals have proved to be absolutely fantastic.
If you'd like to find out more about how Professionals can help you, we have a number of free, helpful property management information and real estate guides available from any of our offices. To find out more details and obtain the obligation-free information, visit this website. As you'll soon discover, it really pays to leave your property management to the professionals.